So there are lot of idea generation techniques. There are plenty of them, and some of them are I have noted down. So brainstorming, mind mapping, scamper, forced relationship, lateral thinking, keyword association, reversal thinking, उसके अलावा synetics, and there are many more. So in this session, we'll cover brainstorming, mind mapping, scamper, and forced relationship. Brainstorming, as you all know, brainstorming is a technique of gathering information and stimulating creative thinking by spontaneously jotting down all impulsive ideas. It's basically brains to storm the problem. While doing brainstorming, you do not evaluate the ideas, good or bad. जो भी idea आ रहा है, just jot it down. Do not evaluate. Do not judge. It is done to enhance the frequency of ideas which come to your mind. And once the frequency is achieved, the another task which comes into play is flexibility. Flexibility means to look things from different angle. For example, if you are brainstorming about lamp, so the first thing which comes to your mind is the basic lamp which you all have at your homes. But if you look at from different angle, it can be a street lamp, it can be a diya and bati wala lamp. So that ways. These are the basic key rules which you have to follow while doing brainstorming. Focus on generating large number of ideas. The better the number, the better it is. Think differently. Never discard while the can become a better one. Combine ideas to create new ones and be spontaneous. Yes, Neha? Okay. So this is a basic example of brainstorming which I have done. So passing time during lockdown. So these are the ideas which one can come up with. Netflix, cooking, reading, sleeping, blogging, anything. So I have a fun exercise for you. Just take out your pens and notebook. Brainstorm on ideas for birthday gifts for a kid. And for this you have 3 minutes and your time starts now. It's 6:06. We'll pause at 6:09. Think of as many ideas as you can. And please focus on the number. It should be more in quantity, not in quality. Quality will look after. 1 minute left. Hope you guys are writing down the ideas. Okay, so time's up. So can you give me the number of ideas you came up with? Anyone? Okay, 11, not bad. 16, brilliant. 15, yeah. Okay, so can anyone of you share? Okay, 18. So anyone can share the first 2 or 3 ideas?
Ma'am, remote control cars, soft toys,
Soft toys,
stationery set.
chocolates.
Okay, so do you think that the ideas which came in the very beginning were the very basic ones, and ideas which came towards the end were actually the creative ones?
Ma'am, the later ones were creative.
Okay, a theme party with DJ. Cool. So these are a few things which we should keep in mind. While doing brainstorming, our mind may work in one direction, and we can monotone can come up with our ideas. So try to avoid that. And a time will come when you'll get stuck with your ideas, but do not give up. After this stage only, the creativity starts to come into play, because this is the stage after which we all start thinking hard. First 4 to 5 ideas are those which you maybe thought even before the time started. So those are the most obvious ones. Okay, I want this tent house with colorful lights and soft toys. And the ideas which come at the end are the most creative ones. So try to avoid your very first idea. That's the first idea which can come to everybody's mind. Cool. Should I move to next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Ashrita, you raised hand.
No, ma'am, actually, but it was by mistake.
Okay, I'm moving to next one. Mind mapping, as the name suggests, mapping out the ideas. This technique helps to build upon the words or ideas. In other words, it is a process of relating words with one another to create a large number of relationship chains. Few chains can remain open, and few chains can be linked to each other. The key rules of doing mind mapping are: think freely, link as much as words you can, keep the idea or problem in the center while you're doing mind mapping, so that you can build around it in all the directions, and your brain doesn't go blocked. Use different colors, do color coding, make sketches, make it as expressive as you can. So this is an example which I took from the internet. I found it very interesting. So it is the qualities of Leonardo da Vinci. So see how everything is color coded. There are branches, then there are sub branches. The main things, the main key elements have to be there in the branches, and the things of least importance can come to the sub branches. So is it clear? Should I uh, continue with it more, or should I go to a newer ones? I'm running fast because you have already done these two, so that we can learn two new more idea generation techniques.
Yes, ma'am, you can move on.
Okay, so another one is camper, where S stands for substitute, C stands for combine, A stands for adapt, M stands for modify, magnify, P for put to other use, E stands for eliminate, R stands for reverse or rearrange. So it is a technique which designers use most of the time to come up with crazy and fancy ideas. You all have seen those big animal shaped chairs or crazy stuff around you. So those can be the result of scamper technique. So substitute, this focuses on the parts in a product or service that can be replaced with another. It tends to provide alternate solutions. So questions you ask yourself while doing substitute is which other part can be used? Can the shape of the product be substituted? Can I substitute the material? Example can be, we all have seen juice boxes. They all come in rectangle shaped, cuboid shaped packaging. So can I substitute the shape with sphere? Can I make it round? Can I make it more like an orange since it is orange juice? Or maybe can I change the material? Can I change the form? Instead of making it liquid, can I convert it into ice cubes? Yeah, obviously triangular tetra packs. So this is substitute, the S for scam in scamper. Then comes combine. Combine open up the possibility to combine or to merge two ideas or products or services with one another. A great example is obviously the mobile phones. उसमें सब combine कर दिया mobile phones में क्या? There is phone technology combined with camera, calculator, music player, recorder, and each and everything is there. The question you ask yourself, what else I can combine to the product to enhance its functionality? What else can be added to the product to enhance its aesthetics? And A is for adapt. So this is a quote quoted by Thomas Edison. Make it a habit to keep on the lookout for novel and interesting ideas that others have used successfully. Your idea needs to be original in its adaptation to the problem you are working on. So you can always adapt from the successful ideas, but the way you adapt, it should be unique and novel. So the questions you ask yourself, how can I make the product to improve its functionality? Can I adapt the features of another product to my product? So an example can be, while making a product, you can uh, adapt colors from rainbow maybe. So you can go wild. Modify or magnify. Uh, Modify or magnify is an aspect of design where you magnify the key elements or modify the key elements to make it more functional, to make the product more easy to use. So the questions you ask yourself: what can be extended in your product or service? What can be emphasized? Put to other use. P. Using the product or service besides the contemporary use. Maybe you can use a jug to some other thing. Maybe you can use the Tetra Pak of that juice to some other use. So the questions you ask to yourself: where else the product can be used? How else it can be used? Can the product's waste be used for some other purpose? Eliminate. It is always said simpler things are better. So eliminate the unnecessary things to avoid complexities and make it more easier to use. So the questions you ask yourself: what features can be removed? How can the product be made more efficient? What would happen if you remove this part? Reverse or rearrange. So in this, you rearrange or reverse the use of the product, or maybe the schedule of the product, or maybe the way it is used, you are rearranging it. So the questions you ask yourself are: how can I change the order or reverse the product or service? How can I rearrange in some way? Can I interchange the components? Can I change the schedule? What would happen if the product is reversed? So see, you can always go crazy. You can reverse how plants grow. They can grow below the earth. So go crazy. But keep one thing in mind: there should be a reason. There should be a reason to justify every change you make. So if I'm making plants grow downwards, there should be a reason which justify why I'm doing this. If you want to um, make horse fly or anything, just justify why you did this. So are you all clear with scamper technique, or are there any questions? Okay, you all are smart ones. Okay, so this is the most easiest. Forced relationship. Forced relationships or forced analogies are comparing two items that are seemingly unrelated. Forced relationships work with so-called stimulus words and stimulates the imagination with unusual combinations of terms. It is an easy technique involving the joining of totally different ideas to come up with a fresh idea. A lot of products we see today are the output of forced relationships, such as a digital watch that also has a calculator, musical birthday cards, Swiss Army knife. So here's an example of forced relationship where uh, the horn are merged with hanger. So again, exercise 2. Now you have to think of the ideas again for a child, but now the child is spatially abled or handicapped. Again, you have 3 minutes and be crazy. You can think of cowboys, anything. So your time starts now. It's 6:23. 1 minute left. Okay, time's up. So again, give me the number. How many ideas you came up with? Okay, 17. Just 8. Okay, fine. So it's clear you can come up with more number of ideas as the previous exercise. And now can you give me a few ideas you came up with? Okay, braille greeting cards. Cool. See why I repeated this kind of exercises? The moment I make it for a niche, you can think of more ideas. Okay. Accessories, chocolates, a mug. But one thing which is I'm noting amongst you is that you are restricting yourself with your ideas. If I would have been there, I would have given them maybe an aircraft, maybe Eiffel Tower, maybe make them superhero for a whole day. Chalo, okay. Nice ideas. But see, I have made you more creative as you were earlier, because earlier you came up with like 10, 15 ideas. Now you were able to come up with 22 and 18 ideas. So you are more creative now. Can we discuss camper? Can we all come up with a product and discuss all these elements to it? Give give me any product. Should we do scamper for a pencil, a basic one? Arre baapre. Teaspoon, shoes, toothpaste. Okay, whichever you guys want. Chair. Okay, let's do for chair. So, substitute. So, what part of chair would you like to substitute? First decide, is it a wooden chair? Is it a metal chair? I'll to substitute the shape of the chair and make it like jacuzzi and sit in it. Okay, it's a wooden chair. So what would you like to substitute in it? Now it's wooden chair. Guys, what part of chair would you substitute? Legs, armrest, back support. Okay, with what? Okay, legs with wheels. Nice. Hidden cupboard or a refrigerator. Cool. Back support with cushion. Okay, but it's like a common thing, na? Go wild, Vidisha. So now combine. So yeah, we have to hurry. So combine something. You'll combine. I would combine wings to it so that I can fly. Kriti, we are on combine now. Okay, your chair is remote controlled. Okay. जल्दी combine करो कुछ तो. Okay. Replacing seat with AC. So won't you think कि back पर एकदम से हवा आएगी? So is it practical? Radhika, your back will ache, started aching. Okay, music system. Cool. Chalo, adapt. So what would you like to adapt from what? Okay, from a car. Cool. Okay. I might adapt from time machine and would like to travel across the time. Okay, so magnify and modify. What would you like to magnify in your chair? Flying carpets. Okay, cool. अब अच्छे अच्छे आइडियाज दे रहे हो तुम लोग. We are short of time. Okay, have handles replaced by food drawers. Okay, we are not at substitute, Kriti. We are at modify or magnify. You can magnify the shape. Okay, Tejas can get converted for a dive. A desk is a basic one. Cool digital glasses with scanners. Chalo, let's move to another one. Put to other use. What else your chair can be used for? Maybe it can use to float in the swimming pool. Okay, you guys are now coming up with crazy ideas. This is what I wanted earlier. Eliminate क्या करोगे? I would eliminate that boring look of that wooden chair. वुड ही एलिमिनेट कर देते नहीं तो सेफ प्लांट्स. जल्दी जल्दी, the class will get over soon. 2 minutes left. वुडन चेयर में तेजस क्वेश्चंस तो थे ही नहीं. Okay, Vanya, I like your idea. Utkarshita, we are eliminating, not attaching. So you have to eliminate something from chair. Okay, Radhika, that's crazy. Replace legs with giraffe legs. It will look cool. So reverse or rearrange. Maybe I can put it in reverse manner and it becomes something else. Yes, Ilakshi, you raised hand. We have less than a minute, guys. We are at R. Jaldi se. Share with inflatable tubs so that it can float on water. But you have to reverse something or rearrange something, Akansha. This would come under combine. Chalo guys, let's sum it up. Hope you are clear with these techniques now and practice these uh, techniques. Foldable structure. So practice a lot with these techniques.